Hey guys, Levels here, and today I had a video on problems with today's single player games. I'm gonna go with first person shooters rather than games like Fallout 4 because Fallout 4 doesn't have a multiplayer, and I'm going off the games like Call of Duty or Battlefield that come with multiplayer, where the game is mostly focused on the multiplayer. Now, don't get me wrong, there are good single player games out there that are first person shooter. I think Fallout is a great example of it. But I'm not a fan of Fallout, so I don't know. But I'm gonna go with like the main AAA games that have a multiplayer that is mostly focused on. And this is probably a video for like DICE or the Call of Duty or whichever Call of Duty developer is making the next one. And this is the problem why people find the campaign so boring. It's because they have a simple formula that goes something like this. Team A is going to be the good guys, Team B is going to be the villains. Team A is currently fighting an unknown nowadays, so like this is not going back in the day where like Modern Warfare had like a whole series. So like Team A is fighting, terrorists, fighting terrorists, bad guys. There's no clear villain yet. Like, further into the story, you find your first villain. You're gonna try and hunt him down, and when you find him, either kill him, you interrogate him, or you put him into custody. It's probably most likely the first two. If you go with option 2, you realize that someone in Team A, your good guys group, is betrayed you or is going to betray you or is already have betrayed you or is the boss for Team B. Now, further on into and there's always at least one person that doesn't believe it, just like that, something like that. And then further on to the story, you realize that you have to hunt down your own little ally from Team A. It occurs into a long battle, and then sooner or later, you either A, kill him, B, capture him, or C, let him go, and let the game, and let the, um, the, the newer games, so like, Battlefield 5, that's probably where the campaign will take off, trying to hunt him down. But, or you will be fighting an enemy, or actually, there's a twist. Let's say, like, based on my other, based on the, hypothesis I just gave, let's just say it changes, and then, maybe like the last two missions into the game, you realize that's not the person you're going after, and the person you're going after is actually, like, someone else. Or you can go something like Battlefield 4's campaign. You never actually see the villain. So, like, in this case, I think it was Chang. I think it was Chang. Um, you never actually find out what Chang looks like. You just hear about him, how bad he is. And in the ending, you get to choose, do you get to like sacrifice Hannah to blow up the ship, or you should choose Iris to blow up the ship. Or if you don't choose any of them, your ship just blows up. And all that work into saving one person just went to waste because he died, essentially. And then you go something like Battlefield. I don't even remember the campaign for Battlefield. I think it was like I think something like a good guy. Actually, it's the same thing. The same thing I just talked about, You're fighting an unclear enemy. You think you're fighting the Russians, so in this case they're the enemy, or the terrorists, because they blew up New York. You think they blew up New York. Later on to the game, you realize that, I don't remember his name at the moment, but this guy steals the nukes from the Russians, blows up New York, blames it on the Russians, and then now you're teaming up with the enemy in this case, which is there's two variables, but technically it's the same thing. You're fighting to stop your own ally that used to be your ally. In the end, you either capture him or you kill him. In this case, you don't have the option to capture him, so in this case, you just kill him, and then there's a cutscene. See, all stories are kind of the same, and I kind of don't. That's why Battlefield, it doesn't work like that for Battlefield. That's why Battlefield campaigns aren't really entertaining to play, because Battlefield campaigns are all about the immersion. It's not about, the fast-paced aspect like it is now, like Call of Duty campaigns. It doesn't work. That formula doesn't really work for Battlefield because Battlefield campaigns are generally long. Like Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, I can play Battlefield 3 campaign any day, but Battlefield 4's campaign you know, maybe after like, you know, mission, the Siege of Shanghai mission where it's dark, I can't play that. Like, I really cannot play that again. I can try, but I've never, like, on PC, I've never beaten the Battlefield 4 campaign, but on console, I've beaten it like 2 times, and now I refuse to play it again because it's just so boring. You've done everything. And I'm not saying that, you know, like, you know, Call of Duty doesn't do anything better, but there's more action-packed scenes in a Call of Duty campaign rather than a Battlefield campaign. And you know, they can add all of these tank missions and they can add all of these AC-130, you know, parachuting privilege. It's not the same. I think like Battlefield needs to come up with their own formula because Call of Duty has their own formula that has worked for years. And when a new Call of Duty game comes out, you know, I'm not really, you know, I get excited for both the campaign and the multiplayer. Obviously, I don't have that bought Black Ops from PC because buying Call of Duty on PC is a waste of money in my opinion. But I don't know. I really don't know. Because I'm just for an example here, you know, Modern Warfare, let's just, because that was probably the best single player campaign in a first person shooter that comes with a multiplayer. Like, what are the best? If you have not played it, you should play it. Every time I record something, my phone goes off. Yeah. So the Modern Warfare campaign went something like this, you know. Um, shit, I don't even remember. I think it went like, you know, you're trying to fight. I don't remember his name, but I'm just gonna call him Nikolai. Even though Nikolai from Modern Warfare is on your team, I think no, it wasn't Nikolai. It was like I don't remember his name, but there's this a bunch of Russians. I think there's like 2 or 3 Russians that are bad, and in Modern Warfare 1, you end up killing the first Russian, but the Russian kills half of your teammate or your platoon in this case, or your clan or something, which just happened for 1.1. Modern Warfare 2, same thing kind of happens, but you realize, what was it? Your captain of your your platoon, what was it? It's not Captain Price. It was something else. I can't remember his name because I beat the game so long ago, and I still go back to the game to play run the campaign. Don't remember his name at the moment. I think it was I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. I don't remember his name, but he essentially turns on you by killing two of your people from your platoon, leaving like Captain Price and Soap, I think. Yeah, leaving 2 more people into your group, and then at the end of Modern Warfare 2, your job is to either look for. It doesn't give you the choice, but in the story, like the main story, they decide to go after. What was his name? The captain. I don't remember his name. But you know, yeah, your job is to go in there and just kill him. Modern Warfare 3, the end goal is just to kill Makarov. And that was like, if you've never played a Modern Warfare series, I suggest you buy all of them on like a console or something. Because on PC, they're still kind of overpriced, all of them. Like, you're spending like, maybe like $20 for each game. I know Modern Warfare 3 is a bit like $40, something like that on Steam. Yeah, like, it's crazy. Like, if you feel like you want G2 or like online, I don't trust G2. You could go to like online Play Store and use my link. Like, you get it 5% discount. So you probably get it for like $2 or something like that. So, yeah, but enough shameless self. That was the best campaign in Modern Warfare series. Even if you just go for like have like, a couple hours, just go on YouTube and like do the walk. It was a solid campaign for 3 games, but it seems like after that, they a good campaign just the formula that they can do. It's like Black Ops 1. What are we on now? What did Black Ops 1 come out? It's like it's crazy. But I did love what they did. No, I don't remember how campaign, but I don't exactly remember. I know, oh yeah, it's the same formula that I just mentioned. That you know, the cops are just after a bunch of drug dealers, realize that a dirty cop or a villain or someone from Team A betrays you. Now you're after the first mission to A, to the end, and you give him the chance. I think you give him the chance to kill him. The chance to I killed him, and then if you kill him, you get a bunch of money. So yeah. So if you don't know about Black Ops, practically just what it is. Have the description or the comments or the title. But yeah, practically half of Black Ops 3. I'm gonna just summarize it. I like to cover everything. But you know what happens is a bunch of CIA agents from the Black Ops, not the Black Ops, series stuff. It's called the CIA. Even though it doesn't follow the same storyline, which I don't really like, you know, kind of follows the same concept, which is the CIA. You know, in the CIA, practically what they do is they put these little microprocessors or microprocessors in your brain, and it makes you like practically, it makes you like a computer basically. It's like you half man, half computer. You can visualize stuff. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you've ever last year, it's kind of just like that. But in this case, you can like your HUD, you see everything, stuff, but then what happens later on, since your brain is a computer, you get a virus essentially, and what the virus does is it kills a bunch of the CIA agents from whatever stage or so that they've been doing since like Black Ops 1. And it seems really weird. Actually, it kind of does follow the main storyline, because Black Ops 1, you put these numbers in your head, and then in Black Ops 2, the numbers are no longer in your head. You can kind of just fight these terrorists that kind of want to bring us back. In Black Ops 3, you put numbers in a computer. So it kind of does follow the same story. Black Ops track. Kind of get this little virus thing that makes you kill a bunch of people that did it, don't know who did it. Then a good guy from Team A goes completely insane and he like sells a bunch of these little. What he does is he compromises all CIA agents, and then now the terrorists or the enemy or whatever you want to call it, Team B, they're trying to take everyone else that's from the CIA originally, and then truly up to like around the regions of Belgium. And then where two people die because of Nova 6, which is a deadly gas. If you don't know what that is, it's from Black Ops 1. So yeah, and then in the end, everyone dies. And in the game, everyone dies. And I don't know why developers need to do games like this, because every time a new game comes out, it's like, well, you know, when I make a campaign, there's nothing really to look forward to. Like, all I have to look forward to is multiplayer. And what if I don't like multiplayer? I'll look for a campaign. You'd be surprised how many people pay Call of Duty for their campaigns. Kind of crazy. Like, why I get excited for the new Call of Duty? Because it acts like Dead for Dead Brick. Like, I was saying, Call of Duty coming out, I'm trying to try the campaign, because I'm saying that Black Ops is really bad. It's fun, you know, the first time around, like, it's just like, it's the same pace as the Battlefield campaign, which is weird. But you know, that's all for today's little video. Sorry I've been uploading, you know how school is. I always try to, like, you know, put a video. I might try to get a video together up every week, and then when I'm done with this high load of work, then I'll start uploading as often as I used to. But you know guys, this is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.